Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for mid-November. It is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we're going to get into your current energy, the near future, and then take a peek into the next 3 to 6 months. After we do that, we're going to look into you and your person's energy. Thank you so much for everyone who is returning. If you are new, welcome. I am available for personal readings. That info's in the description box below the video or in my About section on my page, if you'd like. All right, so I've seen a lot of really good cards as I'm shuffling. We got the Ten of Pentacles. I saw the Ace of Cups. So for some of you, you're finding new joy in your life. It could be that you have just recently had some influx of money, or things are improving at work and you can see where money's going to improve, or your partner, even because there's two people on the Ten of Pentacles, could be doing well and the two of you feel really good. Maybe you're looking forward to the holidays because things are going to be a little maybe easier for you this year than they were last year. Something like that's coming up for you guys. Okay, so in your current energy, we have Death in reverse with the Temperance, and then we have the Nine of Swords. All right. In the near future, the Star with the Seven of Wands and the Three of Swords. Great energy, healing. And then we have the Two of Swords in the next 3 to 6 months. Queen of Swords, being very clear about your next direction and balance. Wow. Overall energy, the world. I mean, talk about some big changes. Yes, there are shifts. It's going to be totally different for each one of you. Even if it's something small, something is changing. And it feels like also, I want to say this, and I don't normally with this card, but I feel like something is coming full circle. So that could, exactly what that means. It's like it comes full circle and then it either ends or you start a new cycle within the same type of situation, just maybe looking at it from a different perspective. But I feel like there's something coming up for you that's really going to shift you. Now, in the current energy with the Death in reverse and Temperance and then the Nine of Swords, something's stressing you out. So every time we get to the precipice of shifting and changing with the World card, and then we have the Six of Cups, that could be having a lot of memories of the past, and that may be part of what you're going through. She's going back and forth. She's like watching as things do this number, and I keep wanting to go rotating back and forth. So you're going through some kind of a process and it feels like it's really stressful. Either you can't make a decision about something and you're losing your patience, or you're trying to have your patience while you're going through this change. And I don't think it's very easy. It feels kind of unsettling. And then with the Six of Cups behind the world, the way that it is with the Tower in reverse, something is definitely shifting. And you could be feeling like, oh God, maybe you feel the energy of some of your past sort of being stirred up. This could be you feeling triggered by a lot of things. That the holidays are coming up in the last couple of readings. So I'm going to bring that up. Maybe you're feeling triggered by memories of past holidays or things that had happened around them, and it tends to stress you out a little bit. I feel like that's coming up for a lot of people. But this is really just saying that you're going through a transformation that hasn't completed just yet. I don't feel with the Death in reverse it means that you've completely gotten through it. You may have done a lot of the work, but I still feel that there's a heavy sense of, I'm really trying to be patient while I go through this. And right now I'm sort of having almost these, I don't feel they're great memories, to be honest with you. Some of them may be a little bit nostalgic, but it feels like tough stuff that you've had to think about or that's been triggered for you recently. That could also be due to someone in your life, a partner. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a Sagittarius, definitely Scorpio energy, very strong. We also have a lot of air, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and then strong Aquarius. So we'll clarify that in just a moment. All right, so we have the Star with the Seven of Wands and the Three of Swords. This is very clear energy. It's about protecting yourself while you go through your healing, and that's exactly what you've done. So in the near future, you're going to heal from this. You will come out the other side of it. It may not feel like it right now, but they're saying focus on what it is that you really want things to look like after the fact. Every time we get a challenge, it's like, oh, do I have to heal from something else? I do feel like you're putting up proper boundaries, which is a good thing. It could be that you're a little defensive at times because you've had enough hurt and pain in your life and it's been hard to go through this transition. So This is not an easy one. I feel the energy. It's kind of heavy. And it's like, I just really want to put the past behind me. She's dumping the one out behind her and focus on the future and the things that I want to come true. We always have dreams. Never stop dreaming. Even if things seem to be stuck or you're at an energy where you're like, I just can't take this anymore. Like, I don't want to feel this way. It's still saying there's always going to be things to look forward to, always things to dream about, and desires that you're going to continue to have to work towards. All right. Now, in the next 3 to 6 months, they're saying you're going to be coming out of this indecision or this tough time where you've had to make some tough choices in your life where things had not been balanced. Maybe you had been giving so much of yourself to other people that you just got tired of it. And I feel like this is you saying, yeah, I got to cut these people out. You know, each time you go through another stage in your life, especially your spiritual journey, there's more and more people that are going to fall away. So right now I feel like you're just speaking your truth. And if people have to fall away because you aren't there, like handing out to them what it is that they expect from you, then they're just going to have to fall away. I don't think it's going to be one of those things where you're sitting there in indecision. It feels like a very clear choice that needs to be made over the next 3 to 6 months about whether you can find balance, because this is actually bringing balance, not the opposite. When it's in the upright, it's saying that you're giving so much that there is an imbalance. So this is you turning your back on any decision and saying, nope, I'm going to find balance in my life, whether it's that you stop giving of your finances or you've just gone through such a big shift that you need to find balance within your work and personal life. That could be with love or without love, depending on where you are and if you have a partnership. Okay, so let's look at the Death and the Temperance. Death in reverse with Temperance, please, for Virgo. Let's see. All right, so then pops are, if you've watched me before, this is my narcissist card. So there's somebody that I think has probably been a catapult for you, a push, if you will, into your spiritual journey. So if you've just recently dealt with a really tough narcissistic relationship, that's why the transformation is happening and why you probably are feeling really stressed out. It's tough. And usually there is one significant person that shows up on your path right before you break wide open. And it's hurtful and painful, and I feel like that's what you're going through. Although you're trying to find that balance, I think the need to be patient with yourself while you go through this is going to be most important, because it does feel like it's keeping you a little on edge. And then we have the Page of Wands, but it's putting you in a position where the next place that you come to is going to be a place of a new perspective, something that's like from a childlike perspective, something new. Now, you could be dealing with, this is going to be for a few, maybe one of you, a partner that is a difficult parent to a child of yours, and that child has dreams, and maybe this partner is making things difficult and is also not feeling like they're being very supportive of you during some of the shifts and changes that you're going through. So that may be what it is that you have a passion, and either they're not supporting the child in this situation or they're not supporting your passions. And this is where no matter what, you're still going to be looking at it like, this is what I want for me. And if you don't agree with it, that's too bad. Because as hard as this situation may be, I'm going to make the changes that I need to make in order to follow my dreams, follow my passions, heal from whatever this difficult thing is. If you're finally walking away from someone like that, then the near future is saying you're going to be focused on your healing. And yes, we're always focused on healing because it never ends until the day we go back to the other side. All right. The Star with the Seven of Wands. Then we have the Six of Wands. You could be feeling a little defeated at the time, or you just don't have the energy to give to the things that you usually do. Yes, it can be about feeling a little low and just like you can't get anywhere with it. And even though the process seems like it may be slow, you're actually getting places. Setting boundaries and healing is difficult work. So if you're feeling a little beaten up in the near future, just trust that you will come out the other side of it. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And then we have the Moon card. So things are going to be revealed to you that maybe you didn't see before. Not saying that you recognize that something was bad behavior and you just blatantly ignored it, but this is where the universe is going to make things really, really, really clear to you about people and things in your life. So if you're unhappy with a person, this is one of those things where all is going to be revealed so that you know exactly what you need to do. And I don't think you're going to think twice about it. And then I just saw the Page of Cups. So somebody else is going to come into your life if you're getting out of one relationship and moving into another. And they're saying there's that leap of faith. Like I said, you're going to be taking chances. I feel like you're going to take a chance and go through this process and probably get yourself out of a tough situation so that you can have the future that you hope for. It feels like a lot. It really does. All right, so the Queen of Swords with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Good. So that means your energy is going to get fired up in the next 3 to 6 months. And you're going to start pursuing the things that you want to pursue with the Fool card without anybody holding you back, especially a naysayer that may be in your vicinity, whether it be a partner, a friend, a parent, a boss, whatever you're dealing with right now. This is you saying, basically, F it all. I'm going to take a chance. I'm not going to sit around and wait for somebody else to support this. I've made a decision. I'm very clear about what I want. And I actually want to put her back here because your clarity comes, and that's when you decide to take that leap. And then the Knight of Wands just says you move slowly but surely into something better, something new after this shift and change. So whatever you're really passionate about, I think they just want you to make a decision about what that is so that you feel comfortable taking that next step in your life. If it's around a relationship and you need to figure out, first you've got to get through the one and heal. And then you start to realize what it is you do and don't want in a relationship. Whether it be that you want something completely different than what you had, or you just want to passionately focus on your job. Whatever that is for you, it's finding that fire and really starting to take the steps that you're being guided to take. All right, I'm going to grab these and we'll get into the person that's on your mind. All right. Let me clear this. So think about them. And as I put those back, the star is staying prominently on the top of that deck. So something that you are really, really, really hoping for, I feel like is finally starting to shift. As you go through this change, that's when things are going to start being illuminated for you. So don't lose hope. Please don't lose hope, because whatever it is that you want, I feel like is coming to you. Okay. So your person's energy is the King of Cups. This might be a little bit different from the person that I picked up on in the main reading. The King of Cups, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and Three of Cups in reverse. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Nine of Swords. Hang on, I want to give this a little bit, okay? And then the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Cups. So where things weren't working out for you, where you felt frustrated, like no matter what you did, things just didn't move forward, that's for a reason, because it's opening you up to something brand new. Right now, I think there's a lot of back and forth with whoever this energy is. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Their energy feels like, it's like they don't want to walk away, but they sense that you're pulling your energy back. They can tell that you're not as happy as you used to be. Maybe you've just pulled back from spending as much time with them and trying to decide whether this is really what you want. So there's a loving look in his eyes, but at the same time, at times they may feel a little emotionally manipulative. This person's not ready to walk away. Now, for some of you, they may have already walked away, and that created a lot of discord, and maybe you're upset about it, but they still love you if you have a question. That's just going to be for some of you. And then your energy with the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Cups. So when you decide that you no longer want to put your energy into something that isn't working out for you, that's when new love comes about. So for those of you that do want new love, something new is going to be experienced. Whether it's with this person and you decide together that you want to work through whatever the troubles are, then yes, there could be a renewed sense of love. But right now, I just don't feel like there's a lot of movement. I don't think either one of you are budging. It feels a little bit like stubborn energy. All right, let's look at the romance angels. This is for Virgo. All right, so we have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So I got an instant scenario. Some of you have met somebody new and maybe you're curious about this relationship and a part of you doesn't feel like there's enough love to save it. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And then passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So basically what I feel like they're saying is express your love, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. You're going to have to, oops, sorry if I shook you guys. This feels like saying, look, if there's not enough love in this and you've already found something that feels like it's a lot better, that could be the big change that we talked about in the main reading. Maybe that's the person you want to spend more time with. And the passion, if the passion seems to be there. Now, for others of you, your partner may be afraid because the Queen of Wands is in reverse, masculine or feminine, doesn't matter which one you are. It's just saying that that person doesn't feel like you feel the same way. So there could be questions around whether you are still in it. And I feel there's a part of you that's kind of withdrawn. So they could just be questioning that and at some point want to spend some time together and see if they can rekindle the passion between the two of you. All right, let's look at the Lover's Oracle. So these are two people. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. So for some of you, yeah, there could be other opportunities coming towards you. Transformation, your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. That's what I said. Some of you are going through a rebirth. So whoever wants to break the silence, if there is any, even if you live within the same household, there could be a little bit of, who's going to speak first type of energy. And then we have embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Grab one more. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So at times it can be hard to give each other space if you live together. Now, if you don't, and you just feel like both of you need to take a break, I think that's what is being indicated. Take a break. Make a decision. What's going to truly make you happy? Ten of Pentacles is about joy and freedom. It isn't just about material wealth, but it can be that as well. It's two people who are very stable financially. And that could be part of the reason why, sometimes we don't want to leave relationships where there's been success. But I feel like there's a rebirth for some of you here. And things are going to get really good once you do figure out whatever it is that's going on between the two of you. All right. And then we have judgment. Yep. Big decision. It's like praying and saying, please, let's just shine a light on what we need to in order to figure this out. And then make a decision. Right now, it's very stuck energy. So they're saying really clearly with that. And then the Queen of Swords in reverse is saying where you're not either speaking up, somebody needs to, because this energy is very stuck and they don't want you to stay there. So that basically what they're saying is the advice is get clear. Get really, really clear about what you want. Make a choice and let this person know or break the silence. Yeah, the Hierophant's here. So for some of you, this is definitely a higher level of commitment. So a marriage. All right, so let's get a couple of cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle to close this out. We've got no place like home. Big changes around the home situation. That could be why the Pentacles keep coming up. Maybe the two of you are having a disagreement about where to live, what to do. I just feel like there's big change and you're going to feel this coming. That could be a lot of why you're going through massive changes internally as well, because things are shifting around what feels like home. And then why? Not for you. Okay, if you're the one that this is not for. And then happy, happy. And then we have co-create on the bottom. So I do feel a lot of change is happening, whether that is in your home situation, it could be internally. Maybe you're having arguments about what's going on with the house and what to do with things like inside. I know that sounds a little odd, but hey, it could be. Now, with why, we always ask ourselves why. You could be asking Spirit, why? Like, why do I have to go through this? Why does this have to be so difficult? What's not for you is not for you, and the universe will definitely make things more difficult until you make the changes that are necessary to find balance with the 6. Happy, happy. A lot of 6s, I feel, for you guys. So 6 could be a prominent number. Your birthday could be the 6th of the month or the 26th of the month. Happy, happy. You're going to find that joy again when you make this decision. So everybody has to make a choice at the timing that feels right for them. I hope you guys do find that joy that you're looking for. These were your messages. I hope this helped for some of you. Thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. Again, if you'd like a personal, that information's in the description box below the video or in my About section. I hope you have an amazing mid-month, and I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love. Take care.